A new sacrifice comes to you.
Okay, so, just so the audio listeners know what's going on, that's, how much iced coffee I have for today to talk about. It's
Wait,
a lot.
audio listeners, do we have video watchers?
I wish. No, I forgot about that. I keep thinking we're Cats of Super Beast for some reason. And we're, like, streaming it.
But just hacking into my webcam to get footage for the video.
Yeah, basically. The CIA, man. Anyway, hi, hello, welcome to another episode of Here Comes a New Challenger and stuff, fighting game podcast. There's three of us today. Troy is taking it as a chill night tonight, but I am joined by Austin.
That's me, howdy.
And then James.
Hey, that be me.
And also special guest with my cat who is trying to play with my little top for my iced coffee bottle.
Give him the bottle.
No.
Give him the bottle. Coffee cat incoming.
Such a dork, dude. I love
Dude.
you, but you're such a dork. Okay. I'm very tired today because work kicked my butt, but you guys want to talk about weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you do?
First clause. Divide.
Oh, I guess that means I go first.
Yeah, 'cause you said it. You said yeah. James said yeah. I probably put him on the spot.
Okay. I've played a ton of Call of Duty Warzone, as I always do. It's crack and addicting. I got back into Overwatch. I'm having fun and not having fun at the same time. I hate rolling in or picking roles because I've gotten to the point where I just kind of want to play Torbjorn, but I don't want to play offense or whatever. And if I do get offense and I pick Torbjorn, I'm just gonna get yelled at. So I just don't like playing. Or I'll get stuck, or I'll get tank and I'll be gold damage, gold kills, and lose the game because my DPS can't do anything. Overwatch is a mixed bag of interest. However, I was what else did I play? I played some Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm getting back into the groove of that game. I'm having fun relearning like I always do, where I just play training mode for 15 hours a week and then maybe play online for an hour. I played I have too much stuff over here. I've playing a little bit of the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I just enjoy playing that game. I did play the new Samurai Girl and then play against the new Samurai Girl, whose name I can't remember.
Shiba, I think. It's Shiba
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah, Shiba Inu.
Yeah.
And she's terrifying because her like flower butterfly projectile thing is scary to block, and it's just scary looking. I don't know what to do. My brain turns into mush. But I'm still enjoying all those games, and I don't have much else that I've played. So yeah, that's my week.
Okay, what about you, Mr. Jami?
I haven't actually played that many fighting games in the past couple months. I've really just been kind of focusing on working and doing my classes. But I will say that I was able to play offline Skullgirls for the first time in like months earlier today, and I may or may not have cried sloppy tears of joy.
Fucking gross, dude.
Hey, don't judge me. Okay, because like the usual person I play with is Josh, of course. He's someone that goes to UNT. He's pretty good at the game, but this man is cursed with chronically shitty netcode.
Yeah, no matter where he goes.
Like back where he used to live, it was awful. The way he was situated in his family's house, he wasn't able to have Ethernet. He was always playing on Wi-Fi. His ping would always be like 140, and he would always just be teleporting all over the place. And I don't know if you ever played against a Fukuwa that has mastered instant transmission before, but it is the worst fucking thing to play against. I remember specifically, I was playing a match with him, and I did a run-up grab with double. I grab him. I see the grab animation. He is inside of me. And then he just teleports behind me. I'm getting hit by dive kick already, and I am very sad.
Great.
But yeah, we had him over today because we went shopping and he was able to stop by. And being able to do a run up like jumping button or run up air grab to get this man's dive kicking ass was very, very cathartic for me. I've also been sucked into the crippling gacha game known as Team Fortress 2.
Classic gacha game.
Yeah. No, I've been buying a few keys. I've been spending my disposable income.
Mm-hmm. Get any cool stuff though? Any fights?
I actually have been getting some pretty cool stuff. I unboxed an unusual taunt and an unusual hat within a pretty close succession of each other, which I think was really cool.
Are they cool and or funny?
They're all right. I think the taunt is great, but the hat it's all right. It's like it's a Where's Waldo hat for sniper.
Okay.
With what's
maximum
it like?
Stealth.
Yeah, but okay. Well, it's maximum stealth, but at the same time, it has like neon lights and like particles flying off of it.
Yeah,
so
as it should for Where's Waldo.
Exactly. So I personally think it's the most ironic, unusual ever, and that's why I like it. And the taunt I got is like the didgeridoo taunt, where he just takes a didgeridoo out of like nowhere, spins it around, and just starts fucking playing on it. But he has like sunbeams coming out from like his body. He's just like you can see his aura while he's playing this didgeridoo.
Do you like the didgeridoo more, or do you like his sax one more? That's the important question.
I wish it was the sax. If it was the sax, I would have been fucking ecstatic, dude. But I like this one too. It's a good taunt, but it's not a disrespect taunt, and that's a little bit of an issue. But meanwhile, Austin's over here talking about Overwatch, saying he's a Sickerel Q. I get on TF2 and I play the most shitter pyro I can muster for like 5 hours and pass out like every other night.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's been my week in video games, I guess.
I might have to play TF2.
Dude, you should. We've been getting groups together the past week or so. It's like me, Garrett, Xavier, David, Paul. Oh, fuck, who else?
Sean and
Brandon. Yeah, Sean. Dude. Oh my god, Austin. I really want to get you and Sean in a TF2 server. Watching Sean play TF2 is the greatest fucking thing ever, because he just gets in the text chat and has like moments with everyone on the server.
What?
Like, okay. So like someone's name on the server was it was the name of like a chemotherapy drug, right?
No.
And Sean immediately gets in chat and he's like, "Hey, fuck you."
No.
And then later, 5 minutes later, they're bonding. They're asking each other, "Hey man, what kind of cancer did you have?" And Sean's like, "Oh, I had brain cancer. I might have some brain damage." And then everyone in the chat's like coming in and is like, "Oh, that's cool, buddy. Don't worry. If you do have brain damage, you can always play pyro." And it's like
I thought you were saying, "Oh, if you have brain damage, none of us have noticed." But all right.
That's something that we would say to Sean.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna say.
Oh my god. But yeah, having you and Sean in one TF2 server sounds like
fucking
just infinite japes.
Play a game. Down 21 gigabytes.
Yeah. It's
what?
A big game.
I'm joking.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's beefy, but it good.
I'm downloading it.
Hell yeah.
You have to message me to get on, and I'll get on.
Another one converted.
It's not converted. I knew it was good. I just decided to jump back in.
It's sure.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
I guess that leaves me. I forgot to say this at the beginning, but if you're listening to this, then you heard the really good new intro that we have. Song is
Yeah.
the same. However, one of my friends, Nishiko, has done voice lines for the podcast now for transitions, such as the intro and the outro, and also some other transitions I'm going to mess around with this one and see how that works out. They're all from Under Night, so you have him saying a new sacrifice comes to you at the very beginning,
On the night.
and then you have him doing first clause, second clause, and final clause later on. It sounds really great, and he did a bunch of different takes with different styles of voice. I think he did like 6 overall. Let me bring up.
Do we got the? Did he do the under night exoleto est?
No, he did
And then read the entire text under it.
He did not. I'm sure if I could like be like, hey, here's $5, you want to do it? He probably would.
Dude, I want to pay someone to do like ASMR readings of just undernight text. And by the way, undernight text is like my favorite genre of text right now.
He did it like deep, did it normal, he did it with like a high voice, a nasally voice, whispering, and then crazy.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Under night in birth. Second clause.
Undernight in birth. Ugh. We gather here under night to witness another recurrent void effect and unreal black things. Clause 1, divide, y'all.
I hate it.
Dude, what? When are we gonna get more fighting games as good, stupid, hilarious, like announcer voices? Like Skullgirls came out like a decade
That
ago,
was,
and
like, the
drunk
only
voice.
one.
Wait,
Like-
so you're not talking about good announcers. You're just talking about meme announcers.
Yeah, I mean, like the drunk announcer is a good announcer, and is fun to listen. Like
I mean, there's Million Arthur with the please. Whenever you go into character select, the person says, "Please tell me your select."
Okay, well, that one, the meme is more the translation than anything.
Please tell me your select.
Yeah, rail change complete.
Wait, hold on. Please tell me your select is in the character select. It says that the round start, which makes even less sense.
I thought it was at the whenever you're selecting a character.
Nope, that's the round start.
Is that the game with Iori?
Yes.
All right, I have to buy this game.
That is the very okay fighting game with Iori Yagami in it.
Oh, you're talking about King of Fighters 14?
Man.
I love King of Fighters 14. It's way better than OK. It's actually super, super fun. Highly recommend. It's got a lot of depth to it, and it's just fun. Anyway.
I don't like looking at it because Vice is not in a suit, and that's not okay.
Vice is in a suit. She's in like a suit dress.
It's like a suit dress, though. Like
Yeah, but-
KOF 13 Vice? Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
she's pretty fucking good in that game.
I know, right? She looks so sick.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, we have new voiceover intros and such, and we're happy about them.
Yeah, check him
We
out
have
on the-
production value.
Yeah, check him on Twitter if you want to. He does good voice acting.
Shout out that Twitter at
Should be at twitter.com/nishikoyama. Komaida. Let me check.
Nishi Koyama.
Yeah, it's Komiya. Nishikomiya.
Nishikomiya.
All right, I was about to say if it was Nishi Komaeda, I was about to take away that shill. I was about to take it all back. No Komaeda stands allowed in here, dude.
No Komaeda.
I'm pretty sure he has Komaida's jacket though.
Fucking Danganronpa rat baby.
Yeah, that's what I.
Danganronpa rat baby. I want to play KOF 13. Sorry, I got distracted.
It's okay.
Oh god, another part of my week that okay, I don't I'm only gonna go into this if you guys answer yes to this question. Have you guys ever listened to 100 Gex before?
No.
Yes, of course I have.
Okay, the reason I listened to 100 Gex for the first time the other day at work on my break, because of a fucking TF2 player of all things. I looked in the chat in the middle of a pub and I just see someone say, this is like at 4 a.m. by the way, and they just called Death Grips 100 Gex for boomers.
No, okay, no, that is 100% true.
No, it's
100 Gex is 100 Gex is just like proto-form death grips, and I feel like in 2 years they're gonna get to death grip status. Like they're just in the really baby, like we're still figuring out our thing and just like doing stuff. Like it's the same kind of idea. I stand by that.
We're just like super experimental and chaotic.
Yeah, it's experimental and chaotic hip hop.
I don't know. I can sort of see that for some of their songs. Like I listened to I didn't listen to like a whole album. I went to Spotify and I listened to their top 5 songs, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like Money Machine, I can definitely see that. And by the way, Hey Little Piss Baby is probably one of my favorite lyrics of 2020 so far.
Oh, yeah.
But like I can get the chaotic energy from that and how it like compares to Death Grips, but like all the other songs, like the vocals are all like they all got like the same filter on them, and compared to Money Machine, all the other instrumentals just seem like sort of samey to me. I don't know. I think if they keep it up, they can be on that Death Grips level, but I don't see it personally.
Yeah. They're just young. They're just young and they don't quite understand what they're doing. But soon they'll evolve.
God.
All right, sorry, Garrett. We've gotten distracted.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm still just thinking about that. A random TF2 player put me on this fucking binge, and I'm still stuck on it.
All right, so I was playing more Nier Automata. I beat the first route, which is 2B's route.
Okay.
It's really good. The writing is super solid. Gameplay is pretty good. I do like it, but it does get a little repetitive at times because it's a big, long character action game. I think I spent maybe like 20-something hours on that, and I'm on the second part of the game, which is 9S, and that's the same game, but through 9S's perspective. So I'm not super looking forward to playing through it, but I've heard that the one after that is really good, so I'm gonna push through.
Great.
I also actually finally finished Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah.
That game is very good. I don't love it, but I really like it.
Yeah, I've thought a lot about playing that game or buying that game because I feel like I'd enjoy that like gameplay. But at the same time, man, I just don't. The aesthetics of that game, I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it too much.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't see myself doing any more runs with this one. Just because it's really long and it has like the most glacial pacing I have seen in an RPG.
Great.
Like more so than Persona games, and this game was 40 hours long.
Great.
Because like this game is in 2 parts. The first part is you as a professor, and the second part is you as a god, basically.
Oh, okay.
The first part, nothing happens
Oh.
until like the end of that part.
Is this
So-
wait? Which Fire Emblem is this? This is not.
This is the most
3
recent one.
Okay, yeah.
So like nothing happens for like 15 hours of like you just doing missions for the church and being like, what is this person doing here? That's it. Until like 15 hours in when something happens and you're like, oh wow, that's actually really interesting. And then like part 2 starts a little bit after that when it just turns into a regular Fire Emblem game about war crimes and shit.
Oh, I love me some war crimes.
Which is interesting. I think the idea of like the general way they advertise the game is like, here are these 3 things, these 3 people, they're gonna kill each other. You have to pick one, decide with. I'm like, oh, that's a really great thing. They don't do a whole lot with it. Sadly, one of those characters dies off screen, and they just tell you, yeah, they died, and they tell you how brutally they died, and it's like, why didn't you show that?
Yeah.
Like they
I mean-
talk about this character getting stabbed by like 4 spears in the chest at the same time. And it's like, that's sick. Why aren't we seeing that?
Do they show it like in a cutscene even, or just?
No, it's just mentioned. They just say, man, this person died. Can't believe they got stabbed by spears. And that's it.
I haven't played the game, but like in that sort of situation, I'd like to imagine that they're just playing it up, and he like died like really embarrassingly.
Just tripped.
He's like, what's the most embarrassing place you could die?
Probably.
Oh,
Like,
how embarrassing.
like I died in the fucking Arby's bathroom, dude. They'd like open the bathroom door, they'd see like a fucking Arby's beef and cheddar halfway down my throat, and I just died choking on it because I didn't want to eat with the other people in the Arby's.
They got the meat.
They gave me the meats.
Yeah.
Sadly, I
They
could not
gave
handle them.
me the meats.
And even then, like, the idea of the advertising of, do this, not a lot happens with it, because after you beat the other person that didn't die and kill them, it's like, oh, there's still a big bad, though, who's actually the pure evil and was using those people all along. It's like, are you... Really? They just set up, like, here's actual villain. Those weren't villains at all. It's like, you could have gotten a really interesting way of having, like, a gray area Fire Emblem, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's to be expected from the Nintendo game, especially recently, where they don't really do gray area a whole lot anymore. I think the last time they truly did that was probably, like, Super Paper Mario?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, hold on. I wasn't.
Like-
I heard Super Paper Mario.
Like, gray area with, like, villains and stuff.
I'm not
Oh yeah.
I'm not too familiar with Paper Mario stuff, so
Yeah, Super Paper Mario is like the villain is actually trying to do a good thing.
Well, okay, no. He isn't trying to do a good thing. Like Super Paper Mario, the entire drive for the villain is that he lost his lover and he doesn't know how to live with himself, so he just decides to destroy the world. That's really it. I mean, I guess the gray area does come from that. Oh, he's a good guy, and when he learns that his girlfriend's like reincarnated as this like fairy thing, he like learns to love again or whatever. Oh wait, are you talking about Bleck or Dementio?
Black.
Okay.
Because Dementio is not, he's just evil.
Yeah, Dementio is like you said like villain, then I remembered. Oh yeah, I guess he's sort of the real villain.
Yeah, Black was like
But
he was the red herring, but at the very least, like, they played him up like really well as a red herring.
yeah. Like I don't think it was a gray area. I do think he was completely into destroying the world. That was his main goal.
At least.
Yeah.
Like, he had, like, very good reasons for doing what he was doing on, like, yeah, we want to kill all the goddesses because they're good. And we're
I mean, good reason, I guess, because, like, again, he's literally just doing all this because of grief.
yeah,
Which,
that's,
I mean...
that's a good reason for, like, having a
It's
villain
pretty
purpose.
extreme! I mean, destroying the entire universe is pretty extreme.
I'm not saying,
When
like,
you could also,
I'm not
like...
saying, like, he's doing good. I'm saying, like, that's a good reason for doing what he was doing.
I know. I'm not trying to say it was good. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think there could have been a little bit more behind it, because not just his girlfriend dying, but also, like, well, let's say hypothetically there are also people that were keeping them apart. I feel like that sort of dividing force would have given him like more reason to target the world and give him like the Adachi, yeah, the world is shit anyways type of outlook. Because he at the moment he's just kind of a sad boy.
I have nothing here.
Yeah.
Like you guys are talking another language for me right now.
Play Super Paper Mario.
Yeah,
At some
it's a good
point.
game.
At some point, I will have infinite free time to play every video game I've ever wanted to catch up on.
Okay, as a game.
I'll believe you.
It's the last really, really good Paper Mario game.
Okay.
Then Origami King happened, and that's pretty okay from what I've heard.
All right.
But yeah, also the other big thing is that I soft modded a 2DS.
Oh, a 2DS.
So I was like,
The
after I
door
played 3
stop.
houses, I'm like, man, I'm really interested in playing more Fire Emblem games. And then I was thinking about buying like a 2DS or a new 2DS XL or whatever the fuck to play like Awakening and Fates and Echoes and stuff. Because there's a lot of Fire Emblem games on the 3DS, surprisingly. I'm like, oh, I want to get into these. Awakening is like $50.
Yep.
When it came out at 40, but now it's 50.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
think
market
each
value,
piece
maybe.
is like 20-ish on GameStop. But on Amazon, they're like 30 or 40 each.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Echoes. I'm like, that's so much goddamn money. And my friend's like, you can also just soft mod a DS to add whatever to it. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. So I did that. I bought a 2DS because that was the only thing they had in stock. because of COVID and everything, people are buying consoles and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Of how like commonplace gaming is becoming as a pastime. More, I mean, it already is, but it's more so now. So I can only get a 2DS, but I'm like, that's fine, and I modded it, so now I own all those Fire Emblem games for free, and I also own Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, which I also played a little bit of.
You're really just outing yourself for piracy,
man.
Basically, yeah, fuck Nintendo.
I mean,
Shigeru is going to be knocking on your door.
He's gonna come in with his diamond sword and be like, no.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so now I get to
I still can't believe there is just a solid 5 minutes of Sakurai just playing with the Minecraft toy.
We'll get to it.
But yeah, Apocalypse is also really good. It's just more Shin Megami Tensei 4, and that's a really good game. I think that's it for me. If there's other stuff, I literally cannot remember right now, but we're going to move on to news, because there's a small smidgen. The first one we can get out of the way super fast, since I don't know if any of us have an opinion on it, is that Virtual Fighter's coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
now,
I have no
esports or cross esports, whatever it's called, and I've heard is it like a reboot?
I don't know, man. I'm not in the trenches.
News outlets described it as a reboot, but I can't remember, and I have like mild excitement, where it's like, oh, cool, that's kind of it.
I mean, like, no matter what it is, the implication of them putting the whole esports thing there kind of makes it so they're going to be putting like a lot of money into tournaments and events, which I think is cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool, actually. I'm hoping that also means that they're putting a lot of like consideration into like netcode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope so, 'cause it's gonna be esport.
A man can dream.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't know what it is. I'm really hoping that like, and if it is, cool. I'm just wondering if they're gonna change it at all, because we've seen like the shift towards making games more accessible, and Virtua Fighter is like one of the hardest fighting games to crack. So I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna keep it like that or simplify it a little bit, or if they're just gonna go to Tekken route of don't fix what's broken, what's not broken, and have it just exist.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Virtua Fighter besides low punch.
Yeah. All I know is that it's hard, and that's just because like whenever we talk about fighting games being hard, our friend Corey is always like, "Yo, but Virtua Fighter though." I'm like, I haven't played this game, Corey. I don't know, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played it either. The only Virtual Fighter experience, quote unquote, that I have is just watching the April Fool's videos that the Under Night devs did, where they put Under Night characters into Virtual Fighter and gave them like low poly models.
The only Virtual Fighter knowledge I have is I played it in an arcade once, and we found out that you could low punch faster than anything else. And that's all. That just was the best move.
I was about to say that became the best move.
Yeah, and it's like you can't. What do I do? And you just get fucked, dude. But
yeah, and also the only way you can play Virtual Fighter on modern consoles is through Judgment.
Wait, really?
Yes, it's Virtual Fighter 5 is on Judgment.
Oh, so you have to play Judgment, then go to a place to play Virtual Fighter?
Yeah, to an arcade to play Judgment, to play Virtual Fighter.
That's stupid.
That's the only way you can play it. It's not on modern consoles.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, well, what if we find out that the whole Virtual Fighter esports thing isn't even a new game that's going to be on consoles? They're just going to make the cabinets more accessible.
It's in Yakuza.
Exactly.
So it's just now you have to buy Yakuza 7 in order to...
Yeah, Yakuza 7 now with Virtual Fighter.
No, that one's not the 80s, never mind. Just, you have to play Yakuza 7 to play the new Virtual Fighter.
I mean, like, I don't know. I don't care much for 3D fighting games in general. Like, I'm not a big Tekken guy. I'm not a big Dead or Alive guy. I don't care for Soul Calibur that much. But like, and like Virtual Fighter's cool looking. There's some characters in Virtual Fighter that I'm like, these characters are fun to look at.
Kage is pretty cool, and he has a Zuno drop apparently.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not into it as much. Now, I will say if they put in Kiryu, I might look at the game.
That would be an actual really good idea if they do that. If they put in some Yakuza characters into the game.
Yeah, if they put in Kiryu or
Yakuza
Majima.
is like their second best selling franchise, right? Next to Sonic.
Yep. And hey, put in Knuckles.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Okay.
Dressed up as Kiryu.
You know what? You had me, and then you lost me in the same sentence there.
Well,
Like
what
I
is
would
Kiryu
totally
dressed up as
hop onto
Knuckles?
Virtua Fighter if they added like Kiryu or Majima. But if I load up Netplay and I see a fucking Knuckles, I'm quitting.
What
I'm
if it's
leaving.
Kiryu dressed up as Knuckles?
I would take that.
I'll do
though.
that. I'll take that. I'll take if
Mhm.
Akira does like if Akira had the Knuckles outfit.
Okay. So yeah, that's happening, and that's cool. We don't know what we literally know nothing else about it. So it's like KOF 15, where it's just kind of there in the ether, and we're like, all right, cool.
It'll be a
Speaking
game.
of KOF. Code Mystics is doing God's work again by making another SNK game have not backwards compatibility, having rollback,
Which is great.
KOF 2002 Unlimited Match. I said Ultimate Unlimited Match. I've never. I think I own 02 actually, not on Steam, but I own it on GOG. I think because it was free forever ago.
Yeah.
So that's
It's-
kind of it.
It and 98 are like the two big like everyone still plays KOF games for sure. And like it's good that that's the one that they decided, hey, let's give that rollback, because that if they gave that or 98 Ultimate Match like rollback, that's where all the hardcore people are gonna go back and be like, oh fuck yeah. And from what I've seen and heard, like 2002 has an enormous roster with like every character and their mom in it. So like
That's like the who's who of KOF games, right? In terms of
Yeah.
people.
yeah, it's like the big crazy everyone is here kind of one.
Mhm.
It's almost like a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 situation where like the sprite dump, where they dump just every sprite from every game to be in it.
But that's fine.
Yeah, and it's cool. I've not played it too much, but I might want to play it now that I have the rollback thing in my brain.
Yeah.
But I have too many fighting games to play as it is, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think if it goes on sale, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, which it usually does.
Because I think usually when when rollback goes live, they put a sale.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pick it up then and just have it in my back pocket. If anyone's like, "Yo, what games do you want to play? Or what games do you have on your phone?" I'll be like, "KOF 2002, baby."
And they're like, huh?
And then I'll punch them because they're dumb kids who don't understand KOF.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of KOF 2002, I don't know if I'm just realizing it now after Austin made a bunch of stomp the yard jokes like last week, but I've been looking at some combo videos recently, and it never fails that if it's like a combo that's got like a lot of slams or like a lot of stomps. In this case, it was Goro Daimon.
Goro Daimon.
Yeah. He landed a counter hit aerial and did whatever the EX cancel is.
Oh yeah.
Too, and he just did like the ground slam over and over again. And I look in the comments, and the first comment is, Goro stomping the yard.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I understand that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. KOF is some of my favorite like individual characters to like watch and play and like enjoy them just existing. And like Goro Daimon's, any game that has like Goro like being semi-viable is the most fun game, because like, dude, I watched some KOF 13 gameplay of like Goro Daimon doing a combo, and it's like, this is amazing. Or like 14,
Yeah, don't like
they decided, don't wake daddy, dude. Don't wake daddy. Or like, oh, it's the best. And they've SNK knows, okay? But they know because they gave Goro Daimon's forever had a move where he like slides you on the ground and throws you in the air, and then you fall down. He does like the pose because you slam. But they decided, hey, we're gonna give every character like a level 2 version of every super. And in that one, he does that and throws you, and then you see him like slowly crouch and then jump and fucking slam you to the ground out of the air, and it's like,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah, man. Like, go watch some KOF combo videos of Goro Daimon. Go watch just Goro Daimon supers and go watch that, James. You'll have a field day.
Oh yeah, no, I've already been doing that for like Vice and Iori. There's, I don't know, KOF combo videos are just always fun to watch for me.
Yeah. But it's good to know that I'm gonna put money on it now that King of Fighters 15 has rollback netcode.
Yeah, I'd be really excited if like they get Code Mystics to work on that for them.
Dude, it makes sense. Like, one, they were already like, hey, it's gonna happen eventually. Just everyone stay calm, and we're taking our time. And then the pandemic hit, so things apparently did slow down anyway. And then the rollback netcode situation got brought up a ton. And SNK has been very much like, hey, we're gonna just keep putting in rollback into all these like old games and see how people are responding, and they're being reviewed positively every single time.
Yeah, and also like player base is like tripling or whatever. Didn't Goro go up by like 300 to 500% whenever it came out?
Yeah, exactly. People are going to play the games if it has a netcode that works. And so if King of Fighters 15 gets announced like in fucking November or December, and they're like, King of Fighters 15, and they have really nice looking 3D model characters because they've learned their lesson from 14, and they have like a pretty solid intro cast, and then they have a team of characters, like a new team, like team special invite that's gonna have a bunch of like fan favorites, and then they go roll back, and then it cuts to people playing online, and it looks great. It's like, okay, they're gonna win the fighting game war.
Yeah, I don't know if they would like put this in an actual ad for KOF 15. I'd like to see it in some sort of like Twitter post or something. But making it like a jab at Street Fighter V's rollback, making it like this is the Capcom. No. This is the Capcom versus SNK 3. It's just
yes,
making better rollback.
And SNK's been playing really nice with a bunch of other companies lately. And like SNK is just a company that I have 100% faith in, and they know what they're doing. And I'm excited for 15 to have rollback because it's probably going to have rollback. And if it doesn't have rollback, I'll eat fucking shoes.
All right, so let's get that live stream set up soon.
Yep.
Have you played KOF All Stars, Austin?
No, I haven't, but I've seen a lot of gameplay / seen a lot of the pictures. I saw Hot Geese, and I'm will never.
Wait, Hot Geese? You mean geese?
No, like female hot geese.
Oh, I did not see that. Hold on.
Pull up your web browser and look up female geese.
I've seen some of them. I saw female, the big dude with the wrecking ball, female Chang.
Oh
yeah, I saw that, and that made me want to quit the game.
Dude, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of these KOF characters are already hot. Like Geese, hell of a man already. Okay, he doesn't need to try for. You don't need to change Geese to make him hot, right? And like a lot of these, like are soft anime boys or like really rugged men, and then they just gave Geese titties, and now I'm like, I can't. My brain can't.
You know, it's pretty good. I think regular Geese is hotter though, and that's just me.
I mean, you gotta go for the best geese. Go for undead geese from KOF.
You know, I looked it up.
Nightmare geese.
I looked it up and it gave me female Chang again. I'm closing my browser. Goodbye.
I typed in female geese and just got a bunch of ducks.
They should do like male versions of female characters too later.
They absolutely should. Like,
oh my goodness,
male Kula.
Oh my gosh, why isn't that a thing?
Hold on. I see. What's the name of staff man? Billy Kane.
Billy Kane.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at female Billy Kane, and it's literally just Axel. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what's female Billy Kane? Does it say female Billy Kane, or does it say something else? Because there is a younger character there is Billy Kane's sister.
I'm looking. No. I'm looking at the promo images for the gender swap characters.
Okay, gotcha. I see it. Yeah.
She literally just looks like Axel. I love it.
Oh man, they know what they're doing. KOF knows what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm actually genuinely surprised at the amount of like effort and the constant updates that KOF All Stars have been getting. Like, I picked it up a while ago when it first started, and I kind of got bored of it because I had all the characters that were in it so far.
Did you do the WWE event?
No, I quit it before the WWE event, but I considered coming back for WWE. But just the amount of like updates and crazy like collabs they've been doing just kind of shows like the dev team there is fucking having a field day, and they're still putting effort into it. And I do feel like the energy they're putting into this will be reflected into KOF 15, or at least I'd hope so.
It's good. It's okay. I have nothing but faith, dude.
You know what isn't great?
Oh, what, Garrett? What isn't great?
The new new Smash reveal where Minecraft Steve is now in Smash, which I'm not
Dude.
super mad about. I'm more upset over Travis Touchdown being a Mii costume.
You're fucking biased over here. In this house, we love Steve Minecraft.
I think it's alright. Like, I don't really care too much. I'm like, that's whatever. Because Minecraft isn't for me. But if you are I know people are super excited about it, and go you. But it's just not really, like, a character I'm going to play.
Yeah. I mean, look, I need to just sit back and talk about this. So when the news dropped, I got a text message from a friend that said, Minecraft's in Smash. And my brain went, no, that's not true. That's a lie. And so I pull up the video and I watched the trailer and I broke away from reality. Like,
it also broke Twitter, apparently.
Apparently. I was at work, so I couldn't get on Twitter, but like, I saw that and like, I broke from reality and I thought, not that the video was fake, but that I was not real.
That you were
like,
fake.
That I was the imposter. Like, the simulation was so broken that I was in the wrong simulation or something.
And like, the funniest part about Steve is that like they didn't up-res his model at all.
Oh,
It's
no.
the same model. It's so fucking funny.
Like, it's just like the most it is what it is thing ever. That like I love it, but I also like what? Huh? Why? Who asked for this? Everyone asked for this, of course, but my brain just is mush.
Honestly, I love all the posts of people saying, you know what? I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No one saw this coming.
Yeah.
You put these are people that like put Minecraft Steve on their Smash wish list, ironically as a joke, like 12 years ago, and now they're like, huh? Oh, yeah, I totally predicted it. Yeah, no. Also, I can confirm the whole Twitter thing. I actually stayed up all night to watch the announcement live.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the second it got revealed to Steve, I checked Twitter just to see what people were saying about it. And it was just completely down for like 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
And just to kind of describe.
Literally when it ended, I woke up either at 8:30 or like 9:30.
Yeah. I was already an hour into work when I was like,
I'm like, all right, let's see this. And I looked at it, I'm like, huh, all right.
Yeah.
Austin,
mm-hmm.
Have you ever experienced psychic damage before?
Yeah, I did. I've experienced plenty of psychic damage, yeah.
That's how I can describe this. And like, I was watching the video, I saw Mario get blown through the wall, and I immediately recognized the smoke particles that came off the wall.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah, and like the next 15 seconds wasn't me thinking, oh my god, it's going to be Steve. Oh, cool, a Minecraft rep. The next 15 seconds of Mario in the Dark was me mentally like recovering and recuperating. I was like, oh my fucking god, they actually did it.
Yeah, me too. That was what I mean. I was like, reality isn't real anymore. I'm out of the ether. I don't exist. Like, this is not real life. I must have fallen into a dimension where like up is down and down is up. I'm in fucking Bizarro world.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like Steve to come out of the wall and be like, James, you're in a coma. If you can hear anything, please wake up.
No, he's gonna come to the wall and go.
Eat the fucking pork chop.
The fact that his final smash
has him eating the pork chop, yeah.
It looks like a shit post.
It is a shit post. It hurts my skull. I'm happy. I'm excited after watching the gameplay stuff that Sakurai talked about. He's just Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
But you know, okay. I feel like Smash is going to be unfun for a lot of people for like a month because they're gonna be annoyed that they're gonna get hit off ledge and someone's gonna erect a tower and they can't get on ledge again.
They can't get on because of the humongo penis blocking them.
Yes.
No, this has just given us a new level of creativity and, more importantly, a new level of disrespect. Because, dude, if I go into Smash, which I won't, but if I go into Smash and I get like shield broken and then he just builds a penis and then kills me in time before my shield break ends,
it'll happen, dude.
I will be happy. I will be fucking ecstatic, dude.
Dude,
that means Sakurai has won.
Sakurai has won, dude.
He's already won. He is
the
winning.
part about that too is whenever he was like, people think it took so long. This doesn't happen overnight or whatever. It's not easy.
Yeah, he's like, you know how hard it is to make every stage have blocks in it? You fucks.
And he just looks
Like-
so tired, and it's like it doesn't just happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I love how like even when Steve is on other maps, if he tries to mine, he'll do like the Minecraft like mining animation on whatever surface.
Oh my gosh. Well, also, so something I saw, and we don't have to go too deep into this, is like every stage / every environment that he can mine out of gives him different types of resources.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
thought
they
that was
put him
really
on-
cool.
Not RNG, but it's like almost set play-ish.
Yeah, well, so that just means the maps that are viable are going to heavily affect if Steve can be a viable character.
Well, no, because remember, when he was talking about if you play on Omega or Battlefield mode, which you know is what competitive Smash is mostly played on, those modes are gonna have the amount of the materials he gets going to be same no matter what,
Okay.
and it's going to be on a set,
Ah.
and it's on a set pattern as well.
Okay, so it's like stone no matter
Oh.
what or whatever.
Yeah. Or not necessarily stone, but you're going to be getting everything from like any block on the stage, and it's going to be in a set pattern. So I would assume that it would give you like all the materials, but in like a set pattern corresponding to their
Yeah,
rarity.
you guys remember Donkey Kong? And he just like punches people like really hard.
Yeah. Dude, remember game design?
Yeah. Remember they just made characters that had some slight different moveset?
Remember the first 4 Fire Emblem characters, how they all had like counters and like
Yeah.
a weird Rekka thing for their side B, and it's like,
Yeah,
all
and that was
that's pretty
it.
unique, I guess. And then now we have
Remember when they put in fucking Ganondorf and they're like, you know what? Just make him Captain Falcon, but slower.
Yeah. Man, Steve is just like imagine everyone in this game is like a Rubik's Cube that you have to solve, and Steve is a fucking Rubik's Cube that's broken apart into like a jigsaw puzzle that's in a steel trap
he's
that has a combination on it.
No, and he's that real life Gundam model
Oh my god, he is.
that's being built right now or whatever, and they can get it working. It's like he is that, and you are the maker, the Gundam maker.
Like, there's so
Everyone
much
else
going
are
on.
just, like basic bitch $10 model kits.
He's gonna be fun to watch. I'm not gonna play him ever, but he'll be fun to watch.
Dude, I fucking swear, every time in tournament, if a Steve does the GG's got him ledge guard, there's
God,
gonna be so many angry
dude,
people.
they gave him. I watched one guy like react to it, and he went, "Hey, wait a minute! They just gave like Steve Meta Knight Glide and Brawl. Like, that's what his up B is. It's like it's just the Meta Knight Glide, and like that broke the entirety of Smash Bros. Brawl. How the fuck is this gonna work in Ultimate while also being everything else this shitbag can do?"
Yeah.
I like how they wait. Did he say shitbag or did you say shitbag?
I think he said shitbag. He maybe not have said shitbag directly, but he may have said something similar to like asshole or whatever.
Okay.
But Steve's in Smash, dude. I need to see the character select screen, okay?
You see the people where they take all the cut-in arts for all the DLC characters released so far and just put Steve next to him?
Yes. I want the mural. You know the mural that they have?
Yeah,
the big
Yeah,
mural?
where Steve
as
he doesn't even look in the art style of the mural.
No,
He doesn't
he's
look
not.
like
It's just him.
Yeah, it looks like he was just photoshopped in. It looks like an image that someone would just send in Discord. And Steve's like, all right, oh, guys, look, Steve just mined into our Discord server. And they just pasted that into the
and they
mural.
put like a little, and there's like a little thumbs up Ken in the background. So they're like, look, it's legit.
Yeah, is Ken actually behind Steve in the mural?
No.
Oh my god, that
Hi.
would have been so cool.
Hi, Ken from Street Fighter. Hi, Minecraft Steve from Minecraft.
And it shows them both doing a short you.
Then Ken does the thumbs up, and then it cuts to Minecraft Steve going.
Instead of like, you know how like whenever you select a character, it's probably gonna be like Steve or whatever the character's name is.
Minecraft.
No, yeah. I was gonna say, what if they did the thing like in Sega All Stars Racing Transformed? Whenever you pick the Team Fortress characters, it just says Team Fortress.
Just says Steve
It's
Minecraft.
just Minecraft. And that's it? Their name is just Minecraft? Okay,
God.
yeah, interesting character. I think that's
Yeah.
it for news, basically.
Just move on. I don't want to talk about Steve much more.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Steve.
Second clause. Divide.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. This is gonna be a pretty quick discussion, I think, but an interesting one, and that's character mains,
Mhm.
and just kind of like how we go about picking main characters that we play in fighting games. If there's any like pattern we have, or if it's like what's our big deciding factors between picking a character and like not picking one.
Yeah. Garrett, you start.
Yeah, I will. So I talked about this earlier, but not earlier, but on Twitter a little while ago, where I'm just kind of surprised that a lot of my characters I play involve lightning.
Yeah.
It's not like a conscious choice because that's not my favorite element. It's ice. So like Jin would be an example of a character that I play because they're ice, but also because I like Jin. But anyway, because I play like Norakami, Kai, Cerberus, those all have like electricity to them, and it's like, all right. But the big motif for me is Shotos. I don't like. It's not like I will always play the Shoto in a game. It's more like I like how the Shoto feels. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because there are games where I do not play the Shoto, or if I do, they're like in the background of the characters that I play.
Yeah.
Like in Under Night, where I play Hyde every once in a while, but I mainly play Gordeau.
Yeah. You explain what a Shoto is, Garrett.
A Shoto is a jack of all trades style character that usually has a fireball and an anti-air Shoryuken type move.
Mhm. Yeah. You're basic like I'm new to the game. I want to have the basic options that a character should have.
I want to have
at
all
Shoto.
the options, but not be necessarily amazing at any of them.
Yeah.
What it should be, but that doesn't happen all the time because BB Tag Narukami and old 1.0 Grand from Grand Blue exist.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so like
Was 1.0 Grand really that bad?
yes,
He was
Yeah.
just
He-
really
him
strong.
and Katarina were like the best characters in the game.
Honestly, I haven't been keeping up with like the Grand Blue meta over time. I know Troy has though, because he's been playing that game a lot.
Yeah,
And I was watching
were
him-
busted
Yeah,
when it started.
So I was watching him in the tournament the other day, and me and Troy are roommates, and we were. I was watching him do his match because I was managing the stream on the same computer, and I saw his opponent pick Gran, and he immediately looked super tilted. He just immediately went into, man, I hate Gran. All my homies hate Gran. Fuck Gran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was really good in that game. I think nearly all of his shit was plus.
Yeah.
Or
And he had
just
the
really
boot.
good. Like I think all of his Tatsu kick things, all of his boots were plus if you spaced them right.
Yeah, the boot was strong.
So he was just in general really, really good, and now he's still really good, but he's not like, what the fuck, you know? Wayne Grand because Boyle exists, but anyway. Yeah. So I guess I go for Shotos, kind of, but
Yeah.
if I don't like how the Shoto feels, or I just don't like that style in that game. I'll not pick them because like in Samurai Showdown, nearly every character is a Shoto.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't play them. I play the ninja in that game. The ninjas. I played a little bit of Galford, but
Mm-hmm.
now Mahanzo because Izuna Drop is beautiful.
It's dope. It's
That's
dope,
like the
dude.
only reason why I play him in that game is because Izuna Drops are just sick.
Mm-hmm. Which, that's definitely a factor in a lot of the characters I decide to play is if they do a cool thing. And it's like, well, I guess I'm playing this character now.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt with Under Night because I played Hyde for the longest time, and I think one day I was playing at the library with a friend. I'm like, you know what? I've been messing with Gordo. I haven't touched him since Uniel, and I didn't really like how he felt in that game for whatever reason. I don't remember why he didn't click with me. But
So you're telling me you didn't like how top tier I'm gonna assimilate you from 20 feet away Gordo felt?
I mean, this is before like I knew how to actually play
Bruh.
Under Night. But I guess I don't know why. I think he just never clicked with me when I messed around with that game, and then I started playing Gordeau in this game, and then um, my friend didn't know how to tech Mortal Slide, like the entirety of Mortal Slide, when it ends in the command grab. Which, if you're blocking all three, you can tech that grab.
Okay.
And so every time I landed the grab, I'm like, oh, that's so sick. Like every time I landed assimilation of some kind, I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, that's like every character I play. Or not every character, but a majority of characters that I play is like, I'm gunning to land one thing or a type of thing the whole time, and then when I do it, it's like, all right, there we go.
That's how I play Sam Show. I just want to land a Zuna drop.
You're just looking for the big dopamine rush.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! Like, that's a big portion of like what I'm going for. Look, if I'm playing a character, I want to like, and I see they can do like a cool ass thing. I'm like, oh, I want to do that over and over and over again.
So your entire process is like trying to like argue with your brain, and finally your brain is like, all right, you did the thing. I will release the good chemicals.
Well, like, it's not here. It's hard to explain because like, or not hard to explain, but like there's a give and take with character choices. Is like I have to one think the character is interesting or cool in some regard, and then I have to also enjoy what they do gameplay wise. Sometimes it's drastically one over the other. Like usually it's I like this gameplay, but I don't care about how this character looks, or like, oh, I really like this character, how they are, and what the character is, but I don't care for their gameplay. I usually don't play those characters longer. But like, yeah, man, I just want to be cool and do cool shit. I want to do something and go, damn, that was sick, and then be like, I did that. Haha. Like, that's it. I just want to do cool shit.
All right, that's going in the frag vid.
Yes. Because like, dude, like, there's so many. There, like, I'm gravitate towards the grappler, or the like, I do a command grab type thing. So like one of my favorite characters of all time is Skullomania, and Skullomania isn't really a command grappler, but has a grapple where he like jumps in the air, does like a flip or whatever, and then he lands on you, and he like does like a just like this. I don't know what to call it. He just like hold you by your neck and then like dive kicks into your chest and knocks you down. I don't remember what the Tello check out. I don't remember what it's fucking called. Here, I'll look it up. But it's dope as hell to land.
Okay.
And when you land that shit, you feel adrenaline go. I feel adrenaline go through my brain, and I'm like, okay. And then after that, you get the setup after where you're like, okay, now they're on the ground. I can go for it again, and they have to figure out, or I could go for a low or whatever. Like, it's fun to do by itself, and then you get the actual like gameplay, like Oki and such to follow. But like, I have to want to do something cool, and that's my initial spark, and then I'll like from there develop like if I like enjoy playing the character or not. And if a character can't do anything cool, why would I play him? Like, come on, man.
So what are some characters that do that for you? Give me like some moves that like give you the shivers.
Dopamine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett, I wanted you to do some of yours because you also
Slash.
cross slash.
Yeah, Narukami's cross slash is sick as fuck.
It is pretty fucking
Especially
sick.
when you have it like in tag, when you have him scream like "finish them off,"
Mm-hmm.
and then you have Izanagi go down. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
I would agree with you there, but with all the fucking Adachi players on BB right now, from someone who has been hit by approximately 500,000 cross slashes in his lifetime, I'm kind of tired of it.
What else is really cool?
Why is he getting a safe jump off of it? Why do they both get safe jumps off their cross slashes?
You get the best dopamine is Jin 6A in Central Fiction,
Okay.
because you're like, I'm going in and I'm doing. There's no way this is gonna land.
Mm-hmm.
It almost always does.
Yeah.
And when you get that katana twirl into a bonk, you can't get anything off of it unless you spend meter. But
Yeah.
if you land the bonk, you win. You have crushed
Alan,
them.
yeah, my spirit has exploded into dust.
What do you mean it's not gonna work? It's like a 17 frame overhead. How much is it? It's not 17. It's like 18.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking this up right now.
Fuck, man. I would say some good moves that make me go when I land them is like Ramon's. It's Tiger Necklace, which is his command grab where he like does a dance around you and then slams your ass to the ground, or his one where he dives across the screen, hits you a couple times, then he like steps back slowly, does a pose, and then drop kicks you. Or like those are two ones that I'm like, oh fuck yeah! Like anything that Ramon can do in King of Fighters is amazing. He's got one move in 14 where he runs to the wall. Like he has a wall run where he'll just dash back to the wall, and whatever input you do will affect what he does. So he'll either do like a headbutt or like a cross arm slash or something. But he has one where he'll like grab you and like just like Tiger Spree, and he'll just bring you down to the ground. It's dope, man. Like a cool quick command grab is usually good, especially like a flashier one, or like in Street Fighter 4, there's El Fuerte, and Fajita Buster is the best shit. When you land Fajita Buster, you feel like a god, and then you do it again, and you land it twice, and the opponent's like, I don't know what to do, and then you do it again, and they go, okay, I'm gonna jump, and then you do like tostada press, and you just do the fucking belly slap. And they go, I don't know what to do anymore. My brain hurts. And you're like,
I am looking up El Fuerte move list right now just so I can.
Fajita Buster, man.
Fajita Buster.
Fajita Buster.
Also, Jin 6A is 19 frames. No one's fucking blocking that unless your name is Fenrich, in which case you're the one doing the 6As.
Don't worry about it.
Bruh.
Oh man. I'm just looking at Fajita Buster, dude, and it's the dopest shit. Like, dude, he like whirls around you and just like then body slams. It's great. Fajita Buster. Oh, dude, it's just command grabs for me, dude. Yeah, there's some command grabs that are just fucking awesome.
Those are always the most dumb overheads are also like big dopamines because you have Greed Sever for Kai, right?
Oh yeah, the classic big bunga.
Unblockable.
Yeah.
The 180 frame unblockable.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have like Gauntlet Hades.
Oh yeah, Gauntlet Hades is dope, dude. I love me some Gauntlet Hades.
Which you can combo off of in tag.
Yeah.
All right.
Cancelable.
I am looking at his move list right now. We got, oh my god, Quesadilla Bomb.
Quesadilla Bomb, dude.
Guacamole leg throw.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Tortilla. Like he's great. El Fuerte might be one of the worst.
I'm surprised that you never whenever we do play Street Fighter 4 stuff, you do like don't you do like Sagat?
I do Sagat, Ken, Honda.
Like James, right? Haven't you whenever we do that? Don't you normally do like Sagat or something?
Oh, I mainly play like Makoto and Sagat, yeah. Also, I'm looking at El Fuerte's. I'm looking at El Fuerte's matchups right now, and there's like little matchup advice, and I can't take this seriously because like
For Akuma, remember to use EX Habanero Dash as a good tool to escape his standing roundhouse.
Habanero Dash. Fuck yeah, man.
I mean, I play Sagat just because I think he's a badass. He looks cool.
Yeah,
and like
also like really important for characters, I think.
Yeah, like whenever I play him, I enjoy the play style, of course, because you know I'm a zoning bitch. But when I play him and I win, I just think about the Street Fighter 2 animation of him just like looking at the screen and laughing at you, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's why like when I play Street Fighter, I usually just play fucking Akuma and Sagat. They're just cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think design is super important too with a character. Because if you don't like the design, why are you playing them usually?
Oh yeah.
Because they have to resonate with you. And for me, it's like they need to either look cool, have like a certain archetype, or be cute and or hot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You just play fucking twinks over here.
I mean, yeah, except for like
get his ass.
That's just
I'm gonna like find all the characters you made and see how many of them fit into the category of twink with sword car.
Garrett-Bait is a real thing. right? Like Garrett-Bait is 100% a real thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I got baited super hard in another server today with that, and got fucking destroyed.
like
Because
I
they're
could,
talking
you could.
about like fucking
Okay.
cosplays and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're showing pictures of like somebody cosplaying as Yami Yugi,
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
and I'm like, man, now that I'm older, Yami Yugi's kind of handsome. Why is that? And one of the people just dead says it's because there's pits showing. I'm like, God fucking damn it.
Oh, gross.
I got baited.
You know, Garrett, I'm going to ignore everything you just said
Yeah.
and let that not affect my mental image of you.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, what were you saying, Austin?
Yeah, you gotta have a cool design for a character to really like enjoy them. Like, I don't care for most like character designs that are overly done, ornate. Like I don't care for like the Victorian era. Like, I'm really fancily dressed characters, or like I'm not super into the like scantily clad female characters, or I'm not into like so I'm trying to think of another archetype I'm not really into. I'm not really into fucking ninjas that much.
Yeah.
But you got a wrestler and he's got like a cool wrestling outfit. Like T-Zoc, dude, T-Zoc's fucking awesome. He's got a guy with a griffin, he's a giant muscle man with a giant like bird head. Like, awesome. I'm in. Ramon has like a very simple design, but like I just love his just like really like just I don't know something about his
He
like
just looks like he's ready to go to like a triathlon.
yeah. Or like his 14 one is like he has like the tiger stripes. And it looks pretty dope. His older ones are just like a simple green and black like tracksuit looking thing, and it looks dope. And like the 14 one is like much more flagrant with like all these like designs and tiger paraphernalia. I don't know what to call them exactly, but like he just looks cool. And I'm like, this guy looks awesome. And then you see him fucking dip and fly around the screen, and you're like, oh, that's my character. And you know, I get behind that kind of stuff. Or yeah, I think similar to you, Garrett, I gravitate visually towards the very obvious like wrestler archetype, or like the like fist fighting, like the classic fist fighter brawler look. Sometime the Shoto, because like another one of my favorite characters, Enkidu, and Enkidu is this guy who's wearing like a robe thing that he like takes off of his shoulders, so his shoulders are bare. He's like kind of buff, and he has this like just like robe to him, and he does kung fu stuff. And I say kung fu stuff. He's like all fist fight, and like he's got a command grab that's like a not really a command grab, but you know the
It's an overhead.
yeah, it's an overhead. Overheads that are amazing. He just grabs you, then chucks your ass. But like I like that character because visually he just kind of looks badass, and then I play him and I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm beating the shit out of the guy I'm fighting right now. Like he just is hitting you and just goo stomp, goo stomp. And all of his moves just like look like really cool. Like I just visually enjoy that character, and I like how he looks. As opposed to like Mai Shiranui from fucking King of Fighters, who I'm like, yeah, she's attractive.
Yeah.
But like,
Bro, you telling me you don't like anime titty?
I mean, I don't play I don't play anime titty. It's just not my preferred gameplay of choice.
You're telling me that you prefer to have your anime titty in a respectable portion rather than.
You know what? I don't like this question. I don't like this. I don't know. Maybe we don't. Maybe nah.
Okay.
But yeah, like, there's definitely like key aspects that I'll gravitate towards and be like, yep, this is where I belong. I also just like big fucking monster characters like Doomsday and Injustice, Gorilla Grodd and Injustice 2. Hold on.
Would Azrael count as one, or would that be more?
Azrael?
Yeah, Azrael is definitely.
Azrael would count because he's like a giant, like big, bulky, heavy hitting guy.
Also
Like I like
Susan
grapples
from,
and.
Blaze Blue.
Oh yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Susan.
Oh, Susan, yeah, like big giant motherfuckers who are like, I'm here to just tear your shit up, or I'm a faster on the ground grapple guy. Are like my two like things that I'll lean towards. I think the exceptions to that rule are like Robo Fortune in Skullgirls. I just like playing Robo Fortune. She just is cool. I would say like Green Lantern in Injustice. He's like this weird hybrid zoner thing. And I just like playing him. He's cool.
Why do you play Heart Ino in BB Tag?
Oh, dude, Heart. Okay, Heart is just Enkidu's kind of like movement and attacks.
Okay.
It's just what I feel, dude. When she does that light and she like slams you on the ground and then keeps going and does like a dash punch, I'm like, I'm into this. And she has like fucking air dash, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say, you fucking wish Enkidu had a homing dash.
Dude, that homing dash is awesome.
Yeah, people up with the power of love.
And the power of love is a thing I very much believe in. Yeah, I think and Heart is just my like. Sometimes there's a mechanic or a thing that a character can do that I'm like, I just want to do that. James, what are your dopamine moves?
Okay, let me get like some characters out first. Cause
yeah, go ahead.
Personally, I don't really know what I look for in terms of fighting game characters.
Are you sure?
Huh?
I feel like I know what you aim for.
You think you know my type?
I feel like you do lockdown gameplay.
About like a dating app right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know because I feel like I've played. I used to think I had a type because my first fighting game was Skullgirls and I fucking love playing Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
And my translation from that wasn't, man, I sure love playing this character because of their personality. My translation from that was from everyone telling me, oh, you must like zoners, right? And I was like, yeah. And then for every fighting game I played afterward, I wouldn't look at the cast. I would just ask who's the zoner. And that kind of left me in a spot where I was in a very one-sided relationship with a lot of characters.
Batista.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate Batista. Well, both playing and fighting against her. But I guess if I were to put like what I value in a character pick, and the order I'm putting these in are like one's ability to supersede the other. I think my number one factor would just be their coolness.
Yeah.
Like I don't like playing Shotos, but I will play Akuma just because he's a fucking badass.
He is the coolest shit.
He is the coolest character. Like second would be like their moveset and how much I enjoy playing them.
Yeah, that's
I've fallen in love with Eltnum's character after learning how to play her and like learning her her story mode and how she's just a fucking boomer.
Yeah, she's just an old person. Like, you kids don't know shit.
Exactly. She's like, you youngins couldn't survive in the arcade in the old days. Yeah. But I played her solely just because I liked her kind of mix between Guns and Rushdown.
Yeah.
And like finally would just be, like their character archetype. So the thing that I considered the be all end all of what makes me pick a character, whether or not they're a zoner, ended up being like the thing that matters least to me. Yeah. Because I've played fucking everything but Shotos. Yeah, I play like a lot of zoners like Axel and Peacock. I play a lot of grapplers like Waldstein and Kanji. I play Rushdown characters like Seth and... Oh god, is Seth the only Rushdown character I play? I think so, yeah.
Can Outland be Rushdown though?
I guess Eldum is a Rushdown, yeah.
She's not really a Shoto, because she's like, if she is, then she's a Shoto with extra steps with the bullet.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. I don't think I have a type really in terms of like gameplay. I think it's more in just the characters I play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel too. Because like another thing I really like too is personality is pretty important for a character.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in terms of personality, I usually end up going for the smug characters.
Yeah.
When they're not Shotos and stuff, because like Kazama is like the perfect example of like ultimate smug.
Yeah.
Just kind of how like his win poses are him like just shrugging like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like him going over to you, crouching over your body, and just like spinning his hat around.
Yeah.
No, there's just something about like the smugness that radiates off of him that's so good. In terms of like, I don't play zoners like at all, but I play Velvet, and them's fighting her. It's because she's smug as fuck,
Okay.
and that's like her. She's just a smug reindeer. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It's weird because I don't play Byakuya and Under Night, and that's like the smug character in that game. I don't play him, but I really like Eat Beat Nest, and I like when he points at you when he beats you and he's like laughing at you.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, speaking of like Byakuya, I'm sorry. Sorry. You go first.
I was gonna say, like, personality wise, like I like a boastful, like, over the top kind of character. Like, I love me some Joe Higashi from KOF. Just like his big, like, stupid, like yelling when he wins anything or does anything. Like, I'm into that. Like, I'm like, yeah, this character's fucking awesome. But I also like I like Ken, because he's not super loud, but he's more flashy than like the other Shoto of Ryu. What do you call it? But I also kind of like Enkidu is the most calm, quiet guy ever. When he wins, he's like, that's it. And he's like, he doesn't talk too much. Like, I like
his style, like he just finished Destroyed Dick December.
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck was that? But like, yeah, and then like Beowulf from fucking Skullgirls is like, dude, I'm the best that ever was, or ever will be. And it's like
102 pounds of steel and raw sex appeal, or however many pounds it was, I forgot.
Yeah, he's the best.
Of steel and raw sex appeal. I just can't remember what the actual number was.
I'm sorry, it's folded steel and sex appeal.
Yeah. Okay. Folded steel and sex appeal. Dude, glowing in the dark. Yeah, I don't know. There's personality is rarely the thing that keeps me into a character, but you know, sometimes that's like an icing on the cake for me. It's like
oh no,
Virgil.
Have you guys ever had a character? This is just something I've experienced a couple times when trying to pick a character. Like, okay, it's a character that you look at and you hate them. You hate this character with every fiber of your being. Let me clear my throat. Like, for me, I've experienced this twice, sadly, with Axel and with Carmine, where I look at them, I'm like, look at this fucking idiot. This man is dressed in like a blazer and jean shorts. Or Carmine, like, this motherfucker has a leather vest with fur on top and red bell-bottom pants.
Yeah.
Current year. And I just don't like looking at them.
Yeah. No.
And then the same thing has happened with both characters. I'll be like, I hate Axel. I don't like looking at him. But then suddenly my finger is on my controller. I'm loading up combo trial number 1 for Axel.
on midnight, October 2nd, you're there booting up combo trials. You sit down.
I remember too. I was procrastinating from homework in the library playing Guilty Gear on my laptop. And I was like, oh man, this is kind of fun though.
Yeah.
And then I plugged in my headphones and I heard Axel go, Yahoo! And I'm like, this is it. This is my character. I love him.
No.
And in Carmine, it wasn't like something he said, but more like I was like, man, Carmine's a fucking stupid little piss baby. And then I load up Carmine combo trial 1 and like, man, maybe I'm the piss baby. I just had so much fun with both characters.
And you have Jorts Man and Crayon Eater.
Crayon Eater. I think it's only happened twice, and it was Chun-Li in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. No, Iron Man in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, where I was like, dude, why would anyone ever actually play Iron Man? This character is stupid. And I booted him up, and I was like, I'm just gonna press some buttons. And I was like, oh wait a minute. And then I saw like I found Repulsive Blast, which is his like weird blade thing that he does, and I went,
his
wait
a
minute,
or whatever.
Yeah, his rec gun. I went, wait a minute, and then I started doing combos. Like, this guy's kind of fun though.
Here comes the boom.
Yeah, here comes the and I have to play the character on mute because I don't care about anything.
Here comes the Frank.
Yeah, here comes the Chun-Li. It's like I don't care about anything that he does or says, but I enjoy that gameplay a little too much to be like, ooh, damn you, Marvel. I don't care about Tony Stark at all, but damn it, you make me want to play him. Or
I love him 3000.
I love him 3000.
Ooh, he's
But
dead.
the other example is Street Fighter 3 with Necro, where I always saw Necro and went, "Why? Why are you here? Who is this? What the fuck is this?"
That's the circus guy, right?
Yeah, it's the long-armed white guy with the red tattoos
Yeah,
or the
he has,
red
like,
paint
the
or whatever.
I mean, he's the
biker
only character in that game with a girlfriend. So who's really
Yeah.
in there?
Oh yeah, let's say. But like, I've hated that character visually my entire childhood, and like being in that age of like, I know about fighting games, and I would always see like, what the fuck is Necro in 12? Like, who would play these? And then I played Third Strike a couple times, and I would play Hugo, or I would play Alex, or I would play Ken. I went to like my usual like, these are the characters who I actually want to play, and then I picked Necro, and I just like hung out with hang out, like I just did stuff with Necro. I was like, this character's kind of like I don't like, I'm not too big into like zoning, but like I kind of like his thing, like, and his personality and his voice lines of just like magnet storm or electric. I just like, this guy's fun. He's goofy, and his taunt where he does like the big like, he like stretches out his neck and pulls his jaw down and sticks his tongue out, and like it's hilarious. He's so goofy and dumb, and I'm just like, this is a character I need to play. Like, I like this character, and he's kind of fun. He's got like a weird like rolling punch move that you can do shit with. It, I don't know. Like, he's fun.
Yeah.
Or fucking Omen in Killer Instinct. I just started playing Killer Instinct like last week, and I've been making fun of Omen ever since he came out. Like, this is a stupid shadow monster thing. Like, and his fireballs are all random. That's fucking stupid. Why would anyone play this? And then I've booted up Killer Instinct and went to the roster, and I was like, who do I want to play? And I immediately was like, I guess I'll play Omen. And then I'm like, oh, Omen's got some shit. Oh, this character's kind of cool. And now I'm playing Omen.
Oh no.
Okay, go ahead.
So when I started playing BlazBlue in like middle school, I hated Hazama
Yeah.
because I did not like how he looked. The fight looked stupid. I hated his character. I'm like, man, this guy's an asshole. Why is he so mean to everybody?
Yeah.
And like, whenever me and my friend would just do like random, whenever I got him, I never knew how to play him. So like, this is stupid. How do you even play this character? This character's so hard. Why would I even want to play him? He's dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, I hated him for the longest time. I didn't even like a Gluttony thing. Like,
Okay.
this
Oh,
song isn't
wait,
very
really?
good. No, I did not like that song when I was younger. I had really
Garrett.
bad taste as a kid. And then cut to like freshman year of college, like that summer when I got a PlayStation 4, I started playing Central Fiction. And I first was playing Hibiki, because I'm like, oh, he's really cool. He's a really cool new character, and he has an Azuna drop. He's a cool ninja guy. I can't remember when, but I remember I started doing a little bit of Hazama. I'm like, oh, he's actually cool. And then I started really loving Gluttony Fang. I'm like, dude, I love how much of a fucking asshole he is. I don't know why it's so big of a change,
Yeah, I'm very confused at you being like,
but I did not like him at first. I thought he was dumb, and I hated him. I just stuck to like Hakumen and Jin, and like a little bit of Arakune when I was younger. But now I barely touch Hakumen. I still play Jin, and I don't really play Arakune that much. But now I'm like Hazama gang for life.
Like, I find it just so confusing to me that you at one point did not like Hazama, because that's like your big. Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well, I would say the character that I would associate with you is Jin. Jin Hazama, you know, the Tekken character. No. I put Hazama or like Jin from BlazBlue as like, those are the characters that I'm like, those are Garrett characters. Or like even then, like what's his name, Kai Kisuke, I'm like, those are Garrett characters. And the fact that you're like, I did not like Hazama at all, and I'm just like, what? No, you definitely did, you liar. Don't lie to me.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't look at some of the nuances of what makes a Garrett-Bait character that often. I really just, if I see a twink with a smug look and a stupid hat, and I'll be like, Garrett-Bait.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, pretty much. Like when Garrett got into the Danganronpa games, I remember me, David, and Zach were like making bets with each other on which characters Garrett would fall in love with. And like all of us immediately said Byakuya from the first game, and we were all on point with that one.
That's cool, okay.
So you're proving our point, Garrett.
He tells you stop talking.
Have you guys ever had a fighting game or a character in a fighting game that you've like, dude, this character is awesome looking and they have some stuff that you think is cool, and then you play them and you're like, this sucks. I hate doing this. I don't want to play this character.
Man.
There's been characters like that. Definitely. I'm trying to think of like specifics where I'm like, I don't like. I guess Yosuke, and
yeah.
Ultimax specifically. I don't mind playing him in tag too much, but like he just hurt my brain trying to play him in Ultimax just because of all the extra inputs you got to do for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I played him in the original arena, I just dropped him. Like I don't like how he plays.
Yeah.
I fucking wish my frontal lobe was big enough to play Arakune in Central Fiction.
Oh man.
I cannot for the life of me get the hang of his like negative edge stuff and playing neutral that man. But like I see all the clips on Twitch where Arakune just gets cursed and he's like, haha, GG's, got him. You're blocking my C-Bug. I'm invisible now, by the way.
And you're just like, I need to be that, but I can't.
Yeah, and he's like, all right, ready to block this invisible standing overhead while you got like 3 clouds and bugs on you to cover me up. Just in case I wasn't invisible enough.
Oh my god. Dude, I understand. But
Dude,
I never want to play that character.
Okay. Because I remember when I was originally trying to learn him, I was telling some of the other CF players that I was interested, and all their reactions were like, not like, oh yeah, that's a cool character. Their reaction was just like, oh.
Okay.
I guess you could be the villain of the scene. And I'm like, oh my god, because like that also sounds appealing from like a character standpoint. I could not make it happen, so now I'm just playing Hakuben because he's easy.
Yeah.
I think another character for me is in Rev 2 with Zato.
Oh yeah.
Like, Zato looks, every time I see Zato, I'm like, oh, he looks really cool. I don't like puppet characters that much, but there's times where I'm like, oh, I want to play this character. He seems really neat. I can never play him. He's too complicated for me.
Oh yeah.
Because it's negative edge plus doing puppet shit and like knowing how to memorizing which is which, how to call in Eddie, how to send him back.
Yeah.
And all this stuff, and it's just like, no, it's too much for me. The same thing with Aurelius Clover and CF.
Oh man, yeah, I get that.
Character in that game that has any semblance of, oh, I really like how he looks, but then I just cannot play him.
Yeah, that's how I feel with Shuma Gorath in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 is like, especially in 3, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Shuma Gorath is a character who, on one move alone, like his level 3, the fucking Chaos Dimension, I'm like, I need to land that all the time. Because it's a command grab where he turns into a sphere and says, I'm sending you to the Chaos Dimension, and he just puts you in chaos like a blender. And it's like, it's similar to Dr. Doom's blender, where like he sits in the chair and puts you in the blender, and he like just sits there while
I'm
you
gonna puree your ass, and he pushes the button down, you die.
Yeah.
That just makes me wanna fucking with all the memes going around. I want Hispanic Shuma Gorath to just be like, I am sending you to Brazil, and putting him into the Brazil ball.
No, make it to where it's still Chaos Dimension, but it sends you to Brazil.
Oh.
Make it the Brazil. Just say I'm
Brazil Dimension.
But then make the ball, it's like a soccer ball.
And it sends you to Ronaldo Soccer 64.
He shoves you in the ball, kicks the ball in, and then Shuma Gorath is like waving his tentacles like crazy, screaming, "Goal!"
Fucking. But man, dude, Chaos Dimension is amazing. Like he grabs you, and then he just turns into a blender and just goes, the Chaos Dimension, and you just like turn into nothingness. And I'm like, I want to do that to people. But then I go into training mode and I boot in Shuma Gorath, and his inputs give me a headache, and his moves don't make sense to me, and my brain just hates being him. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to play this character.
Do you know what's a character from Mortal 3 that's like that for me? Dante.
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah,
Dante's really cool. And I'm like,
Yeah, he
man,
is.
I want to learn how to play Dante. He looks sick, but then like he is so goddamn complicated.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is like the hardest character I think I have ever tried to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like his move list is like 20, 30 something long.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn
Enormous.
long, and it's like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then like I tried watching the assist me for it because I'm like, oh, this will probably give me a good decent idea. And then proud canceling is what you need to do to do good combos with him.
Yeah.
Versus, like,
No.
pressing special plus button after you do something to cancel it into a jump,
Yeah.
and like there's
No.
so much dumb bullshit where it's like, oh, here's an easy combo, do stinger into proud cancel into this thing, and every time I tried to do it, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's too
Oh, man.
complicated. It hurts me so much. He's easier to play in Infinite, but he's still complicated.
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
get
just
that.
he has too many moves for me to actually like memorize and be like, oh, I know which one to do now. It's like, oh god, which one is $1,000? Oh, it's that one. Okay, which one is which one is clay pigeons? Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, how do I do prop shredder? And it's like, oh, you gotta do quarter circle forward light, but then press and hold heavy and then jump.
Yeah.
Dante is spooky and hurts my brain and makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
But at least Virgil is the baby easy.
Big baby easy.
'Cause all you have to do, I mean,
Helmbreaker.
it's still hard. But you can just do the ABC stinger into the fucking funny just pizza cutter, and then like do summon swords, and then boom, you got a combo.
Yeah, that is it. Just put on the swords and you're like, GG's, got him.
Yeah, and then you just teleport and you win.
My last example that I'll give about characters that I find really, really fascinating, but I hate playing them / playing the game is any Mortal Kombat character ever. Like,
Yeah,
With,
I
with
cannot
Smash.
play that game for the life of me, dude.
Because there's
Like-
times where like I see a Smash character, I'm like, oh, I want to play this character, and I launch up the game because I own it, and I'm like, I'm gonna lab a little bit, and I don't know how labbing works in this game, so I'm like, I'm just gonna do down throw into button, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't work for this character.
yeah,
Like there's times where I see Byleth, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play Byleth. I like Three Houses. I'm gonna show my the Fire Emblem knowledge, but then I don't know anything. And he is very hard to understand how any of their combos work. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's this into this. But then, like, I read this thing, and it's like, oh, it doesn't connect naturally like some characters. So you have to, like, jump into it to do this specific move. I'm like, oh, no.
yeah. I hate that's probably the worst feeling is this character is cool. I like this character. I hate playing them.
Yeah.
Like every character in Mortal Kombat 11, I'm like, dude, RoboCop, this is stupid. I want to play this. 8 minutes in the playing training mode. I hate this game.
Dude, I did that with Terminator. I'm like, oh, I might like playing him. Like, that's kind of cool. I get to play as Arnold. But then I
Yeah.
started playing, I'm like, oh, God, I hate him. He's like a big boy grappler thing.
But he's not even that fun of a grappler.
Because I thought he would be like the gun user or something, like a zoner with his shotties and stuff and all his other guns.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, that could be cool. But no, it's like you have a command grab, you have like one move with a gun.
They have like a 50-50 string or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
he's a Mortal
50-50
Kombat
string,
character.
But that's like every
Oh.
MK character.
I know that. I don't know.
Sub-Zero has one, and it's stupid.
I know you have a soft spot for NetherRealm games, Austin.
No,
but
I don't. I don't.
what do you mean? You play fucking Injustice. You play
That-
fucking Swamp Thing.
I mean, okay, I like half the. Okay, I like half of NetherRealm Studios.
All right.
Other half is questionable. Like MKX, I was like, okay, there's some fun stuff in here, but I'm definitely like not into playing this game for longer than like an hour with my friends.
Okay, because I remember you were like trying so hard to get like some Injustice going with like some buds,
It's so fun.
like back like a year ago.
It's so fun, dude.
I don't
I
know,
just
dude.
want to play Gorilla Grodd, man. I just want to be a gorilla.
I
Also
cannot
reject modernity and become monkey.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier when you're like, I like big monsters like Gorilla Grodd. And it's like, do you like big monsters or do you like monkey?
I like monkey. I like monkey.
Yeah, I do think that's like the worst feeling of the two, though. Not just not the cool character, but I hate playing them, but the cool character, but I can't play them.
Oh yeah.
Or like, I
Oh
really
my
like this
God.
character, but I hate how this game plays.
hmm
I mean, that's like you get the consolation prize out of that one, though. Of at least, all right, I just don't like this game.
Yeah.
But like when you just aren't good enough to play like a character to its fullest, that fucking hurts, dude.
Oh yeah, man. Because and like we've talked about already, like when you pick a character, you have to like the character's look, like that has to call to you in some way. The gameplay has to be kind of fun, but like if the execution of that game and that character doesn't go well with your brain, or like you just don't have the fingers to do any of the Clark command grabs that are supposed to be done in King of Fighters 13,
Yeah,
you just got to give up and be like, I guess this is not for me.
Yeah, that's how I also felt whenever I told myself, like, when Joker comes out, I'm gonna play Smash and learn Joker. And then I tried learning Joker in Smash. I'm like, this is hard. This is a completely different comfort zone that I am used to.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to dip pretty soon because I'm gonna need this last like hour and a half till midnight to finish up my homework.
Oh yeah, valid.
Yeah, we can wrap it up real quick.
All right. I'm gonna give a quick for all you Smash Bros out there, all you brothers in Smash. I'm gonna give out a quick fuck Byleth. All right, but get your hose mad back in your pockets because I like the character. I only say fuck Byleth because their up B is exactly what I had as Merkava's up B in my my theoretical move set for him. But like instead of like the whip and like fling up, it was like his arm and like flinging up.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that would have been so cool. Yeah.
Oh, that'd been sick, dude.
Yeah, no. Most Smash characters are like that, where I think they're cool, or I'm like, what, maybe I can learn this game with this character, but then I just realize the game is hard. And I do not understand how this game works, and when I try to ask how it works, I understand nothing.
Yeah.
Final clause. Divide.
Yeah, I think overall, if we're gonna summarize this discussion about characters and why we pick who we pick who you think is cool and who you enjoy playing. And
if you want to win,
unless you want to win, games. And don't play NetherRealm games.
Yeah, I mean, we're all scrubs here. We're just trying to have fun. So that's the advice we're giving.
Yeah, and
if you want to win, pick a top tier.
Pick a top tier.
Ooh, but if you want to have a good time,
pick a top tier.
Yeah.
It's all about just pick who you like, and like there are gonna be characters that are difficult and give you a headache, and sometimes you just gotta whip out your energy drink or whatever you want to do, stay up way late than you need to, and just learn those cell combos. Because hey, man, I just want to play Cell and Fighters for like an hour, and like you just gotta do the grind and just force yourself to be good with that character, and then go on online and then get bopped for like 2 hours straight and be like, maybe I don't like playing this character.
All right, Gary, you're the host. Give us that wrap up.
Yeah. So,
give us your final comment.
We might be bad at fighting games, but we're good at picking characters we like.
We got the after school special end. I dig it.
Yeah, so that was this episode of something I survived. So
yeah, you did, bud.
That's a positive. I didn't pass out. I think I might have slept for like a minute or two. But you know what? That's better than passing out during the podcast and you guys being like, "Are you okay?" Oh shit! There's no coffee in there anymore. It was just ice. And being like, "Oh shit! Is he dead?" And just hear like snoring or something in the background. But yeah, this has been Here Comes New Challenger. There was Austin.
That's me.
And there was a James.
Yo.
And there was a me, Garrett. Don't drink and drive, and don't play NetherRealm. Unless it's Injustice, then it's kind of okay.
It's pretty good.